Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Hello guys, my name is Abdullah Zaki Kani from Ekpointry. Now I want make a video reading. If your view of the world comes from watching the news and reading newspaper, you could be forgiven for lying awake at night worrying about the future. Apparently, rising violence and population rates mean humans are both killing each other in ever larger number and being burned at rates the world resource cannot sustain. To make matter worse, all the world are the all the world is concentrated on a handful of people in the world's richest countries. People in low-income countries live in poverty while the West gets richer. Depressing, isn't it? Let's make global population first. It's around 7 billion now, in line with figures predicted by the UN in 1958 by the year 20,100. The same experts predict it will be around 11 billion. But did you know that 11 billion is probably as high as that number will get? The rate of increase will slow down in the second half of the century thanks to falling birth rates today. In the last 2 centuries, improvement in technology and health mean fewer children died young, fueling rapid population growth. These, these large families produce even more children who survive into adulthood and had their own children. But with the wider availability of contraception in the 1960, the global average number of babies per woman has declined from 6 babies per woman to as low as 2. The biggest factor in child mortality is poverty, and while it's still true that only 20% of the world take about 74% of the world income. 60% of the world now falls in a middle income group, with 11.6%, the smallest amount of people in history, still living in conditions of extreme poverty. If the majority of the world people have money, international aid could realistically achieve the UN target eradicating poverty by 2030. As, as poverty goes down, life expectancy goes up. Birth rate go down because parents can expect their existing children to survive, and the global population stabilizes. As for news stories that make us think the world is an increasingly violent place, there is cause for some optimism too. Between the end of World War II and 1990, there were 30 wars that killed more than 100,000 people. Today, there are still civil wars, but countries are mostly existing more peacefully than in the past. However, terrorism has shot up in the last few years, and since War II, wars have killed many more civilians than soldiers. Even for civilians, though, the statistics are not all bad, although deaths are 9 times more likely to be a result of violent crime than political conflict. The global murder rate feels likely from 8 per 100,000 people in 2000 to about 5.3 in 2015. Of course, none of this means the world is perfect, and whether you personally are affected by war and poverty is often down to the lottery of which you are born. Also, we still face huge problems of our own making, particularly environment ones like global warming and natural resources need to be distributed more fairly. But not all the news is bad news, whatever the TV and newspaper might say. It's all from me. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.